What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back to talk a little bit about my recent game against Neymar for the Mythic Wars tournament. We're still in the group stages. I think I've got 2 more games left before we head into the playoffs. And yeah, I was actually feeling pretty rubbish going into this series. Like, I had a lot of work on the day. I had to learn some songs. I don't know if you guys know, I'm a jazz piano player, but I was playing an Eric Clapton tribute gig literally yesterday. So I had to learn some songs for that when I woke up. I had to go to the gig, play the show, and then come home and then play the set. And my brain was just scattered. It was like in a million different places. And anyways, as always, I will go through the draft first and foremost and talk you through it. So I banned Mediterranean. I don't want to play on that map. That's going to be my ban every single time. I'm not going to reveal what my other map ban might be if I am not first pick, just in case. But Neymar bans Midgard, which means we don't have to worry about that map. And I've heard a lot of people talking about the next stage of this draft doesn't really matter because, well, you can pick your opponent's maps, they can pick your maps. The way that I see it, this stage of the draft matters in the sense of what do I want to play on first? Which map do I want to play on first, which has got the most open options, the one that makes it the most confusing for my opponent to guess what I'm going to play. And I think that there's several maps that this can be on. I think Erebus is one of them. I think Ghost Lake is one of them. I think Bamboo Grove is another one of them. I think Marsh is a little bit too one-dimensional, and I think Alfheim is a little bit too one-dimensional. So I'm going to be picking these ones anyways. I don't care what else is in there. I just don't want to play on these 2 maps straight away, just because it's so obvious what can be played on there. All right. Next one is the draft. So playing against Neymar. Unfortunately for Neymar, this tournament doesn't really suit him all too well with the draft. He is a Chronos 1 trick. I know he's been practicing Poseidon. Plus, I haven't been doing well with Poseidon. I banned Poseidon and I first picked Chronos. He bans Set. Now, there was a way for him to really, really hurt. Well, not even hurt, but just make my life very difficult in this draft. And I kind of knew that was a possibility in that he could have not banned Egyptian. He could have gone first pick Set, then picked Ra or Isis, depending on what I picked. So if I go Chronos here and then he goes Isis and then I go Set and then he goes Ra, he would get 2 Egyptians. Now, unfortunately, I don't think he plays any of the Egyptians. They are, in my opinion, the best gods for this tournament format. And this is clearly seen with pretty much every other top player. They're mostly prioritizing these gods. There's a couple of players here who are prioritizing some other gods, but I think once they get to the later stages of the tournament, they're going to start going for these ones early on, just because you don't want to give your opponent every Egyptian. It's too versatile, can do too much stuff. It's really hard to counter them unless you get lucky with the counter picks. So yeah, we pick Chronos. He picks Odin. That gives us the Isis. And I expected him to pick up Ra here. He went for Fuxi, which is another one I think of his strong picks. I go, okay, no worries. I'll take the Ra. He goes for Shenong. I snipe away Nuwa because it looks like he wants to go for the Chinese gods. He then picks up Oranos, which I'm like, damn, I wanted that one. But I probably should have picked the Oranos over the Nuwa in my opinion, but all good. I go for Freyr. This god is just so obscenely good against everything that he's got. It's good against Odin. It's good against Shenong. It's good against Fuxi. The only god it's not good against so far is Odin. So there's that one. Then he goes for Loki. I don't really know much about what Loki is going to do here. I think Kronos is good into it. Isis is good into it. Ra is good into it. Nuwa is playable into it. And I go, well, what's one other god just in case? There was Zeus left, Hades left. And I was like, what's a god that I don't particularly want to play against. I'd rather play against Zeus than Hades at the moment. I'm struggling against Hades a bit in this tournament, so I thought I'll get the Hades off the table, and we'll just, if we have to play it, we have to play it. But it's more of a like, I just don't want to have to deal with that god at the moment. So then he picks up the guy. So this is the draft, and then we are going in onto the first map, Ghost Lake. And looking at his draft, I go, what god here is he going to pick? Odin is for Marsh, is my guess. Shenong is for some of the closed maps, Bamboo Grove, Alfheim. Oranos is maybe for Erebus or Marsh or something odd. Loki for Marsh. I'm looking through this thing and I'm like, I've got no idea what he's going to pick on this Ghost Lake. So I go, oh, well, I guess I'll just go for the most versatile god that can kind of play against anything. I'll go for Ra. So that's it. And we jump into the game and I get... I get to play against his Oranos. So let's watch. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I don't think Oranos is the best on this map. The reason why Oranos isn't that good here is just because it's really, really difficult to make use of sky passages, which is the bread and butter of Oranos. If you can't take advantage of the sky passages, it makes life really challenging. Okay, so first thing we notice is it's one gold mine Ghost Lake. This means we don't have an easy map to play on. We don't have like some safety to just go for a nice boom and play for like Son of Osiris and things like that. So we have to go for something a little bit different. I'm looking around to see what my second town center is. If my second town center is really nice, I might grab that. Immediately going to the middle of the map to try and grab some goats. I think he stole one of them, which is unfortunate. I like, you're at such a disadvantage on goats. This is probably the one advantage of Atlantean here. Not to give any spoilers, but I did watch one game where an Atlantean player got like 20 something plus goats. Absolutely insane. And this wasn't against, I think this wasn't against like an Egyptian or anything. It was against something that can probably scout okay. So it's like you get 3 scouts, you can grab all the goats. It's really, really nice. So in some sense, that's one big advantage of Atlantean on this map. I find my first town center. I'm going to drop an obelisk here and just see what's on it. If there's a gold mine behind this one, I see the hunt on the front. I can push this close to my town center and eat that. So I actually like this town center. But if I see a gold mine behind it, I'm going to start thinking, all right, it's going to be a town center idea. I see nothing here. There might be something behind my town center, so I'm going to send a goat over and have a look just to reveal there was some hunt here. So the town center is actually pretty nice, but no gold mine, and I don't want to deal with that. So the town center is off limits. I'm not going to go for it. We're going for something else. Wandering forward here, just trying to get a little sense of what the map is. The weird thing about Ghost Lake is you can get a ridiculous amount of information with literally 2 obelisks. Because you can just start cutting how do I put this? You can start eliminating possibilities on this map. So this map can spawn with upwards of 4 large gold mines a player. If I come over here and I see 1 gold mine over here, or 2 gold mines, or 1 gold mine here, 1 gold mine here, all of a sudden I go, well, it could be 4 gold mines at the top, and it could be 2 gold mines at the bottom. It could be a 6 gold mine Ghost Lake. But because I see nothing in the middle, I see nothing over here, and I see 1 gold mine here, the options for this map are literally 1 gold mine here, 3 gold mines at the top, or another gold mine somewhere around here, and then 2 gold mines up on this top side, right? There's literally 2 options here. So, I mean, there's no way there can be, in other words, there's no way there can be 5 gold mines at the top side of the map with me not spotting anything. Unless there's like a gold mine somewhere wedged in on top of one of these cliffs, which I don't think is possible with the way the constraints work on the map. So, yeah, basically 2 obelisks, and I already know what the map spawn is. Which is kind of wild, right? So I know that this is a 4 gold mine Ghost Lake, or at least I'm fairly confident it is. It's just what type of 4 gold mine Ghost Lake is it? Am I gonna see 3 gold mines at the top and 1 gold mine at the bottom? Or am I gonna see 2 gold mines at the top, 2 gold mines at the bottom? And yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it once it's revealed as to exactly what that means for our strategy. Unfortunately, I killed my Orc in the middle of here. I have to build a granary, but building the granary is not the worst thing in the world. Anyways, we're going to go through Bast as I've decided what's happening. I see a sky passage over here. No problems. He's allowed to eat that. I can't do anything about that. So he makes a good decision to do that. I can put a little bit of pressure over there, but any amount of defense from him, any amount of building any units, and there's not really much I can do. So yeah, we go Bast. I got 2 monuments, and I'm thinking, how heavily do I want to go onto monuments here? And I think I'd build this monument late. I could have built it much earlier, but in the end, I don't think it really matters. I do decide the 3rd monument. I could have gone 2 monuments and spammed units, and it would have been probably fine to have a little bit less Sphinx. But I thought, nah, let's go 3 monuments. I've done this build many months ago. I have a YouTube video on it, like way back when, like early days in Retold, and I was like, man, this is really, really strong. So I'm basically drawing on months back games to play this one. I haven't played this build in a long time, to be honest. But yeah, we go straight in on to Spearman and Sphinx is the idea. Lots of favor income. We've got a couple of villages on wood to get ourselves our upgrades. We get Cryo Sphinx straight away so that our Sphinx can actually get some serious damage done if they catch up to stuff. The Sphinx is faster than Terma, but I don't want to chase out and then just to get pushed back by any sort of Hero Millos. So I am going to sit in here and spam Spearman for a little bit and just build some units. I see the top of the map, and this here does confirm everything to me. This means not only is this an amazing gold mines for me, because I got a beautiful cliff, I got beautiful forest, super close with literally 2 walls, maybe a 3rd wall up here. I think maybe you can get it up onto this side with like 3 walls. I get 2 gold mines secured for myself, and he can't sneak in here with the sky passage, right? Not only that, I also know that there's, well, I don't know with 100% certainty. I know with like 90% certainty that there's a gold mine here and there's a gold mine here, right? It's exact mirror, basically. There is a possibility that he has a gold mine over here. It's small, but we have to go and confirm that. We have to go and scout. And if there is a gold mine there, that's where this game gets a little bit tricky, because he's able to do sky passage shenanigans to jump from one side to the other. But if both the gold mines are on the bottom of the map, all of a sudden life gets very, very tricky for him. So Cryo Sphinx, or Hierocro Sphinx coming in as well. And yeah, we got the big spam. We're controlling the map. And now all I got to do is set up obelisks. This is something that, you know, the Egyptians do really, really well. You can do this with Atlanteans as well if you've got map control, by sending your oracles into the middle of the map. Pick off a couple of Terma here. That was nice. And yeah, once I get all this up, I see the food over here, and once I see the auroch and the deer, I know that I know, like, if I noticed that there were deer and aurochs here, I know that this confirms that there can't be a gold mine here. I didn't actually know that in the time, so I'm literally just waiting here and getting my obelisk set up and securing the map, and I don't have to take any fights. This is the one thing against Oranos. You can't take any fights. If he doesn't want to fight you, he won't. If he wants to fight me, I'm pretty sure I just win fights at the moment. Noticing these idle villages for way too long as I'm focused on other things. This is unfortunately not good. I was noticing this when I was watching I watched the replays back myself beforehand. This is something that I really, really need to work on. I got to have a better eye on my idle villages. I think this is why I'm starting to fall behind some of the top players when I'm playing against them. If I don't have this sort of problem in the games, I tend to have a lot better chance against them. We get a little bit of a raid here. He's got his Caraballister in, so we got to retreat back. Those are going to be a little bit difficult to deal with. But yeah. So now we've got... I still haven't quite scouted where the gold mine is, so I just want to double check, confirm he's not on it. This is probably the biggest mistake I think I made in this game. I should have confirmed he wasn't on this gold mine. I did block off this with the Sphinx a little bit, but if Neymar... He didn't, but if Neymar had gone one sky passage here, one sky passage here, and he'd left this gold mine in the main base for later, this game could have gone very, very south very, very quickly for me. If he'd had a sky passage here and he'd mined this from the start, take a look at how much gold he's got left in his main base. He could be at 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 gold here. And this gold mine could almost be gone because I didn't secure it. So I got to do a little bit better on that. Got to be very, very quick to get rid of the sky passages on gold mines here. Otherwise, yeah, we do spot the citizens wandering over here. Luckily, I almost missed it. But, you know, you'll get over there. The sky passage builds really, really quickly, by the way. Look at this thing. 2 citizens built in 15 seconds. My one pokey spearman sitting here just trying his hardest to poke the citizen to death. And we can't even kill it. It finishes, and he's going to get in, and I'll let him over here to kill off the sky patch so he doesn't get a drop of gold from this spot. So there we go. And now we can put the obelisk up, and we've secured the spot. And yeah, life is good for us now, and we're just looking to effectively just hold this position. If we just hold here, we take a fight. This is going to be really good. Now, there is one thing that I'm worried about, but Neymar didn't go for it. I was worried about him going for Hyperion here and getting out a whole bunch. I don't know how many oracles he's had, but if it had, like, say, 3 oracles extra, like 6 oracles out, and just spammed Satyr here, this would have been a little bit of a challenging... Well, this would have been a really challenging fight. He does get some oracles out and managed to snipe 1. He's now got 5, so he had 6. I killed 1 off. I have to bring my Pharaoh forward now to deal with the Dryads. But yeah, if you went for Hyperion, I think that would have been the most scary thing to deal with right now for me. But yeah, I think he went Thea so that he can get the Dryads out because they don't cost gold. It's a little bit of extra military resource value for him to push out. So yeah, we've got literally map hacks, basically. Literally, basically map hacks at the moment. There's no way for him to go anywhere. And this is what I'm talking about with why I don't think Oranos is like super strong on this map. This isn't the only Civ that can do this. Like I said, like Atlantean can lock the map up as well. Like a Kronos or Gaia can lock the map up with oracles. Like Loki has the vision with his stuff as he comes in. We're going to click Eclipse, take a fight. He does sneak down onto this position while this is going on, retreats back out, and I have to make a decision in this moment. I'm going to pause right now. What is the correct decision right now? I think the correct decision, what I was worried about here is if I don't send all of my units over to lock this sky passage off, if I just send a handful of units, he can pop through with his hidden army, or he can pop through with his army, and he can be on this position to kill off a couple of units and then get onto the gold mine for a little bit while retreating back over here, get back into the sky passage and be in here. Right? I was overthinking this a lot. Realistically, this is his army. He has to get from here to get over to here. I should have sent maybe 3 Sphinx, and that's it, over to kill off this, and everything else should have charged after this army and got some kills. He played this really, really well. This was really, really smart by him. He does turn here. He should have kept running a little bit further and kept the Caraballister alive. But he played this so well. He jumps into the sky passage, and my Eclipse is now effectively done. I'm going to come back. He probably shouldn't chase me here. But I lose out on my Eclipse pretty badly here. I should have killed off a lot more units with this one. So he gets a little bit more life in this game. But he's still gold starved. So he has to sell resources at the moment. The market. I did do a little bit of market macro here to get rid of the wood a little bit. But yeah, Stymphalian Bird gets sent back. He does have the heals underneath the Hesperid's tree, so I've got to be a little bit careful there. He tries to make a break for it up to the top, sees the obelisks. He's got to get all the way up here, which he cannot get in. I did manage to make some walls over here. Idle villages all over the place because what matters is controlling my army here. I'm just trying to make sure I don't misstep. I have a habit of making a move with my army, looking away and getting caught out. So I was focusing on that. Still have this idle villager. A couple of idle villagers. Do we notice it? Do we notice it? No. No. No, it's just sniper citizen. Still, oh, I moved it. Let's go. I built a granary. Needed to wall this off. There is a little entrance into this, but that's okay. And yeah, we've got the full lock onto Neymar. He is locked down. And he's still got a bit of an army. He's still got some resources. Realistically, the only thing that I think he can do here is spam farms, trade food. So he has to like get even further behind on economy, but spam farms, trade food for gold to pump out a couple more units. But he needs to get up to like, I mean, maybe with the right hero, maybe Hero Caraballister or something, maybe, just maybe, he can break through this. Because he lost his Caraballister, I don't think he can really get out of this here at this point. Like, he needs, yeah. The military resource value is really close, but the unit quality here is not the best for Neymar. What does he actually got? Let's have a look. He's got 4 heroes against 7 Sphinx. It's a lot of Sphinx. As the shockwave comes in, for whatever reason, I think I was spamming attack move, but it just, for whatever reason, something went wrong there. It didn't quite work. And we hit Heroic Age can locus the Arcus, which does so much to, he has to move them so he takes less damage, but does so much to him, and he loses his army, and we're still basically sitting with full population, and we take the dub for game number 1. This was, I literally could not have asked for a better map. This is like literally the best possible map, I think, for Ra in this matchup. The only thing that Neymar could have done here was get onto this gold mine. Would have been a mistake for me to allow him to have gold here, but he could have got onto the gold mine nice and early. Probably mined about 1,000, if I played it perfectly, probably mined it about 1,000 to 1,500 gold before I could push him off of this position. And then he could have had an extra 1,500 gold to be trying to push out of his base. He could have made that exact move again that he made to waste my Eclipse. He probably could have had Hero Caraballister with that 1,500 gold, which then can deal with my Sphinx, deal with my army as well. I would have had to get more slingers to deal with them. It would have been a little bit tricky. And the game probably would have gone on, and we would have had a really nice one. But unfortunately for Neymar, he didn't read the situation. He didn't get out onto this gold mine early enough, and he was in some trouble for this one, and we got the dub. So this definitely calmed me down in the series. Getting a really nice win, getting a really nice map to kick a series off is just, it just calms the nerves so much. It's so good to have this in a tournament. If I had like a really rubbish map or something here and a really rubbish matchup, and I'm nervous, or nervous is probably the wrong word for this. I don't think I was nervous in this one. It was more like just scatterbrain from the day. Yeah, if this wasn't a nice map, I think my brain would have still been a little scattered. I would have had to lock in and try and lock in a little bit harder. But we got the first win. We're going to be posting these every, well, maybe we'll do 2. So we'll put one up for 4 hours or 6 hours later. So make sure you check that out as well. But we're going to put them all up one by one and see how we do in game number 2. Make sure you come and check it out and leave comments and all the other good stuff.